There is no greater agony than burying an untold story inside of you, by Maya Angelou, from her memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. This quote is layered. It can relate to your creativity. It can also relate to your trauma, things you've been through. It can be how someone made you feel. In this video, it's really all of the above and then some. Poetic voice, your pen that you use to write is part of that. And in this video, we'll discuss that and more, along with practicing writing exercises. So I look forward to taking this journey with you all as far as finding a poetic voice. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day that you're watching this from. What up, peeps? I am Greg, the Sunflower Poet, and welcome to my channel. This is part 3 of the Finding Your Poetic Voice series. In part 1, we laid the foundation to talk about what it all means to find your poetic voice, along with using your imagination. In part 2, discuss influences, so whether it's reading or people, along with journaling. And now we get into the writing portion. The execution part of your journey, discovering your pen, using your pen, and seeing what comes out of it. 5 writing exercises for you to try out. And I'll even participate in some. Hopefully that garners inspiration. So, that said, let's get into it. So before we get into the first writing exercise, I just want to kind of highlight that I created this series because I think it's an essential part to your creativity, especially as a poet, an author, a writer, a creative in general. Whether you perform or publish your work in a book, knowing yourself and your art, your voice is most important. Practice is a must, and I'm really excited to do these exercises with you. So let's get into exercise number 1. Free writing. Free writing is exactly what it says. There's no editing, there's no sentence structure. You're just writing what you feel. There's no restriction. So you can literally just 1 second, y'all. You can literally write what you want. So I'll set the clock on the screen for 10 minutes. And then, of course, you can feel free to pause this video and restart when you're ready. So 10 minutes, and then restart the video, and then we'll go ahead and talk about what you discussed. So the subject is a letter to your younger self. Okay? So good luck. All right. Welcome back. If you paused the video, how'd it go? I know you did great. So just for an example to follow, I'm going to go ahead and read, excuse me, what I wrote. Dear Drea, you are coming into your own. Though your journey's been long, you made it your home. Life challenged you in many ways, but you persevered, conquered your fears, and learned life lessons for days. No matter your situations in life, you always came through. And I just want you to know, I am so proud. And that's my thing. There's no structure, any of that. Like I had punctuation throughout and make sure my periods were completed. But other than that, like I just went with what was in my creativity was taking me at the time. So I aimed for encouragement versus some level of encouragement or words like that were needed in this current moment. So I hope you enjoyed this exercise. Free writing for me is the easiest start, in my opinion, for beginners. If you want more of a challenge by using wordplay, metaphors, entendres, uh, we will have practice of writing forms in exercise number 3. So let's go ahead and move on to exercise number 2. Using prompts for self-discovery. So writing prompts, poetry prompts are great to use and inspire a lot of creativity, thinking, a short sentence, or a topic you can write to. On Instagram, some pages have daily prompts. You can submit yours in the comments or do it on your own. It's cool. It's really cool in my opinion. Participation without any cost, and it takes the pressure off of you to come with the topic. In this exercise, I'm going to use the Instagram page uh, that wrote prompts at merles.mind, and all I did was just go on Instagram in the search bar and type in poetry prompts. So on your screen, I will have the poetry prompts there, and pretty much pick any of those that you think is, that you think is fitting. For me, when I look at this list, I'm thinking that I'm going to go. I left pieces of myself in every place that I've ever been. So, no matter what you use, I'm going to use that. And so, in the meantime, I'm going to start the clock. Look ahead at the top of your screen, 10 minutes. You can pause the video um, for that. Or, yeah, you can pause the video. And then when you press play, again, then we'll be ready to look at our work and kind of share some thoughts about what we experienced. So, 10 minutes. Good luck. Okay, time is over, and I hope that you really were able to use your pen and get the experience for that. So, something relatively short that I put together. I used the prompt. I left pieces of myself in every place I've ever been. So, my response and my add on to that was I left pieces of myself in every place I've ever been, different shattered pieces, and some whole, some glued back together. I hope it's a reminder to be kinder to those who say love and truly mean it. I've seen it. To know, use it as a reminder that not everyone can come with you on this journey. So that's kind of the feelings that I got from that. And it really made me assess, like, I left pieces of myself in every place I've ever been. What kind of performance it is today? You know, hey, I survived, I persevered, or is it like, um, you know what, I left pieces of me, where, and I love you, and, some form of, some form of emotion that's driven in you. So let's get into next exercise 3. And I hope you've been enjoying this journey so far with me. All right, so experimenting with poetic form. All right, so in this one, we are going to go with a haiku. And I want to just let you know what a haiku is. First of all, it's composed of 17 syllables and 3 short lines. The first line often contains 5 syllables. Second line is 7 syllables, and the third line is 5 syllables. Haiku is usually within present tense. with the pause at the end of the first or the second line, and it normally does not rhyme. So 575. So we're talking syllables. Like when you say it, it needs to be, five, like pretty much 5 syllables in the word. So what I was taught by a friend was clapping my hands like, okay, a haiku is 4 syllables, right? Haiku has 2. So I would just need one more word to end that first thing, that first part of the haiku, and then the second one, 7 syllables and 5. And so, that's it's a tough one, but it can be done. So I would just say, let's see. So we'll set the clock, we'll set the timer for 10 minutes and make sure you 575. Okay, that's what you remember. 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the middle, 5 in the end. Okay. And I don't have like I would just prompt you like to you can write to an emotional level or describe, how you're feeling in this moment. Let's just do that. So pause for 10 minutes and then we'll come back and read what we got. All right, welcome back. How'd you do? I'm sure you did great. Let's put my haiku on the screen. All right, so I did um, love to write daily, release pain, fulfill purpose. My path is freedom. So if we go back, if we look on the screen, um, what I've done is I've written slashes in between the syllables so you're able to see the difference. So love is 1, 2 is 1, right? Okay, 1, daily, 2. So 5 on the first line, then 7, release, 2 syllables, pain, 1, 3, fulfill, 2 syllables, that's 5, and then purpose is 7. Okay, so I already have 5 in the first line, 7 in the second line, and then 5. My path is freedom. 1 is my, 1 is path, one is, and then freedom is 2. So I'm actually better than I thought. But of course, on in practice. So I hope you enjoyed that experience with me. I appreciate you staying tuned for that. All right, we got 2 more writing exercises to go. I appreciate y'all staying with me for this. Let's see. All right, let's get to number 4. All right. So writing without judgment, exercise number 4. And this one, it's like a free verse. This is without critiquing yourself. No criticism. Free verse felt more free, but still structured. But this is just writing on its own. No, nothing else. No editing, nothing, none of that. No further explanation of this. Set the time for 10 minutes. This one you can do on your own. And then feel free to restart the video and we'll go to the next exercise. Okay, so 10 minutes is over. How'd it go? So I would say, as someone who's hard on myself, don't be hard on yourself. But again, I showed y'all, what my writing capability is, and so all it takes is practice. So let's move on to the final exercise, exercise number 5, writing with emotion. Okay, so writing with emotion, and this is the last exercise of this video. We write with emotion here, just an emotion period, joy, happiness, frustration, pain, whatever you want to put there. So pick one emotion, write about it. I'm start the clock at 10 minutes. You press pause, and then when you hit play, then we can continue on with the exercises. So pick one emotion and write about it. Okay, welcome back. How'd it go? Do you have a composition book or something to keep your work in? If you do, then please continue to keep that up. And if you don't, then you need to get something so you can keep your work, so that if you want to write a book at some point, maybe you can use some of that work you've done. So it's all art at the end of the day. So that is the final exercise of this video. I hope you were able to, just one second. I hope you were able to challenge yourself. Um, this is just the beginning of finding a poetic voice, and I'm just here as someone who's going to take in the experience that I had, and hopefully give you a level of information and inspiration to be able to continue on your journey. This is part three of finding your poetic voice. Make sure you watch 1 and 2. 1 is for the foundation, 2 being your influences, and then come on back here to this video again for some practice. Leave a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. I really hope it was helpful for you. And with that being said, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Peace and love.